Hello and welcome to the ultimate thing unboxing. Like literally, let's talk cover to cover, let's talk the thing, let's talk everything John Carpenter Goes to Mars. I'll be back at the very end of this video, as this was filmed months ago, and I'm finally getting around to editing it, and as well as picking up some a little bit extra to showcase right at the very end that I've always wanted. So I hope you enjoy this absolutely epic rant about the thing and all the collections and the absolute love for the movie. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to one of the most ultimate rants. That's what I'm going to go for. One of the most ultimate rants about covers. Now, I-ho, it's upstairs I go. It's great to have a barrister finally. I-ho. Hello? Hello? Are you in there? Hello? Abe, I'm filming. What? Can't hear you. What'd you say? Don't open the door, there's a glass. You don't open the door? Why not? I don't open the door. Did you open there? I mean, what's behind the door? Hello? Abe, I'm filming. You should tell me things if you're filming stuff. Hello? Hey, what's that? Hey, have you got a dog? What dog? Hey, what the fuck? Hey, why's your dog keep changing into things? What are you talking about? Oh, look, my baseball bat. Hey, if you're looking, if you're looking for that. Hello? What are you doing out there? What's going on? It's got me. What is this? Oh my god, I'm never going to get this video done. Oh, where am I? Oh, what happened to me? Oh man. Hey, what's going on? Well, I don't feel myself. Are you okay? Where's my bat gone? I'm hungry. I need a sandwich. I need a sandwich before I do anything else. Oh, you finishing there? I'm gonna get a sandwich. I-ho. It's off to get a sandwich, I go. I-ho. There's a dog down here! It's a brilliant start to the video, isn't it? So where was I meant to be? Oh, I was meant to say, right, there's been a few videos to this point, so let's jump back through the archive and have a trip down memory lane. Some of the bits about the thing. What should I wear? Should I wear my black t-shirt? Yeah, should it be red or should it be black? I think the black one's going to look better against the wall. Or should I wear the red? Really, the red one, because I really think I camouflage into the wall a bit. So red, black, or should I just completely paint my face black and white and fucking do some weird shit? Yes, that's a really good idea. Bring me back to host this video. It's been a while since I did any filming. No, let's just not go there. Who goes there?
I like to eat pineapple. In afternoons I like to eat pineapple. Can you guess what I like to eat in the night time? Pizza! Pineapple.
You could have just lent us a Steelbook.
No.
Why?
You scratched me
I
last
didn't
one.
scratch your last one.
I like pineapple.
I like pizza with pineapple.
4-5. Peace. Right. I've said you can be in the video.
Where am I gonna put this? It's so heavy.
But this one's not called Dat Thing, because this is from Germany. And this one is called Das Ding.
Das Ding!
Das Ding is the Blu-ray.
Metamorphosis. I'm trying to do some web jump cutting and stuff.
I got a message off Carl that my copy of the Thing's gone. So this is the start of the new Thing video.
Thing? What thing?
At this moment in time, which is the 14th of April, might be the 15th, I think it's the 14th of April 2016, the Thing is discontinued on Blu-ray in the UK. Hiya, will you let us know if you're alright? I mean, what happened out there? I mean, I've got stuff packed up everywhere. Like, you can't be left alone 5 minutes. I don't know if you've gone out or what. But I'm going to do this video and I hope you're okay. Goodbye. Right, okay. We'll get there.
There's another cover of the thing. This is like the third or the fourth this year. This is a retro collection. There's a lot of these out. E.T. Beverly Hills Cop. But I just picked this one up. You can still see the face, and it does have motif there, cover inside. So it's the main reason I bought it. I wasn't going to buy it. It was just another fucking slipcase. But there we go. It's another copy of the thing. I want to wait till I'm off the top of this fucking cathedral. So high to unbox it properly. Like literally ridiculously high. So high. It must be the exploding Eskimo face. That has got to be the Steelbook. I've got the thing on UHD, which I didn't have. All the things are up there. But there's a problem in the background. To me personally, to him there's not. And we're going to talk about it in a minute. But yeah, Casper's struggling to find out where he's going to put his new collection, but Casper hasn't even opened one yet.
No.
So at the moment they're underneath his television as he's just picked them up. Casper, they're not even in alphabetical order.
They're in supplier.
Don't. It's got no.
In catalogue number order.
It is a bit like the Void. The controversy that kicked off about that. Oh, forgot the ceiling was that. I better go get the fire extinguisher.
Come on, get to the chopper.
What? Dude, this is a cleaning wrong video. What are you even filming?
Lonely Tree Entertainment. Stephen, are you still going on about the thing? How many more can there be?
So that's all the different versions of the thing. Who goes there? Really? Who goes there? So yeah, that's all the different versions of the thing. And what I love about this one is it's a cover I've never seen before, so it's got the thing written on.
Bridges a gap between the two, but they completely fucked it up, didn't they? Now if you watch Who Goes There, I have a right bitch about this, but what happens is they pretty much get this dog and go, this dog will do, so this dog runs off at the end of the movie, then all of a sudden in one take becomes this dog and goes into John Carpenter's. How did you fuck that up? You pretty much got a lot of the things right. You paid homage to the acts. See, I'm going on an utter rant and fucking talking doggies. So thanks for watching, and these dogs become a thing. Right, one dog sticks out of there, pop that in the hole there, bit of a bondage going on here, goes around like that, and it became the thing. Okay, welcome back to 2021. It is October, and obviously a few weeks ago in September, Arrow, along with Universal, released more copies of the thing, and at the time my shop was moving. So you might see an Outtake or two in the new shop, and everyone was like, have you got the new copy of the thing? What do you think of the thing? And I'm like, don't start with the thing, man. Like the thing. And to be honest with you, I've been putting this video off for ages. Mainly because not only do you have to turn Humpty Dumpty upside down again, there's a few outtakes of some calamity. It's the fact that this video will be epically long. And I know fine well there's a lot of die-hard fans of the thing out there, and I want to leave the comments open for discussion and stuff like that because I like reaching out there. I was going to go to the anniversary site a couple of years ago. That was before I decided to go back to New Zealand. I'm that much passion about the thing. I always watch the thing, the coolness, especially in the winter, the coolness, the omniums. I held back as well because the NECA figure of Kurt Russell came out in America, and I was hoping that it would appear eventually over here in the UK, but it hasn't yet. But again, this is what everyone's been going on about. Them right there, and I've never opened them yet. I've barely looked at them. They've just been sitting on the shelf, and there's a lot of people done versions of the thing, like literally talking about the thing the last couple of weeks, and it's like everyone's talked about it. So how do you better someone else's video?
Okay, Stephen, here's my thing clip. I'll just sit here looking pretty, holding these for a little bit. I think that's what you wanted. I'll not say anything. I'll just sort of look at them and like ponder over them. A little bit of acting coming up now.
John Carpenter's The Thing, Man is the Warmest Place to Hide, starring Kurt Russell from 1982. The artwork on the box there, absolutely iconic. If you're seeing that on the top shelf in the horror section when you went to rent it back in the day, you would definitely be renting that movie. I also have some other artwork as well. That right there was from Sinister Arts and Movies. Brilliant artwork, drawn by Tony, sent to me on a prize competition that I won. So that is The Thing.
Yo, what's happening, YouTube? It's Monkey Matt in the house. Yo, yo, yo. Monkey Matt. You know, my good friend Monkey Mason, Stephen Monkey Mason that is, we all have Monkey in our names. I don't know why. Go figure. Anyway, he's asked if I wouldn't mind contributing to his video about The Thing. I said, sure, bro, no problem. What are we talking about? He says, The Thing.
Thing? What thing?
What thing? He's like, The Thing. I'm like, gotcha. What thing?
What are you buying?
Nothing.
You're buying The Thing, aren't you?
I'm not. Well, yes, it does look that way. Yeah.
So there's a few familiar faces from Lonely Tree Entertainment talking about The Thing. Right, so obviously The Thing is Who Goes There, which I think is a really good name, and it's based on the book. But obviously years ago we got this version of The Thing. Now this is pretty cool. This is a glass frame print. It's never really found a home, but again I've tried to make sure, like, you want to talk about artwork, because that's what I'm going to do. I'll talk about the films, but I also want to talk about the artwork, and I've just remembered that Glenn Malpass has borrowed The Thing off me and not give us it back, so we are missing one copy of The Thing. But I'm sure, like, by the time I start talking, you'll be like, when's this video going to finish? Yeah, how did we get here? Question mark. For years though, it blew my mind, because when I was watching it, the main actor, and I was like, where do I know him from? And he keeps appearing in Joe Dante's films, so he's in the Gremlins 1 and 2, as well as brief cameos all over the place. I think the original, just making it a B-movie horror movie, it's quite funny in ways. Shut that door! You know, stuff like that, and the creature running around. But I think what John Carpenter did was create very, you know, John Carpenter created something that really hasn't been duplicated. You know, I know Hateful Eight, if anything, is, you know, an homage to it, and obviously The Thing prequel, which again suffers from having everyone think it's a remake when it's not a remake. The video game called The Thing will get there with that, but the original still stands strong. When it comes to the original movie, let's have a look, because I've already got that. I might have it again. Hang on, there it is. I mean, I've seen so many videos, but HMV released it as a premium collection in the UK. I don't know how that's just stood up there. Magic. The Thing from Another World, which I think is a great title for the movie. Again, going away from Who Goes There. I mean, even if they did The Thing prequel, it was The Thing Who Goes There, that would have been great to give it that, but to call all the films The Thing. Obviously it's in black and white. It does feel quite set bound, but I think it's well done. Reminds me a lot of Frankenstein stories and stuff like that. The Thing's always been colorized on the front from a green to a purple. It's a PG, so James Arness is the guy. No, that's he is The Thing. So who's the guy who constantly appears in Joe Dante's movies? It must be Kenneth Tobey, one of the great sci-fis. So this got released a couple of years ago. It's just the Blu-ray version, so this is one of the ones where HMV was phasing out the dual format, so you don't get the DVD with it, but you get a bitchin' ass poster there with it. So that's the poster you get in here. That's a nice little start with some art cards. So it's Warner Brothers. That's interesting as well, because Warner Universal has been the pioneer behind The Thing ever since. So you get like an art card of this. We are going to be here a while. I am going to be sitting here for a while. So we've got the art card. I'll be making mistakes. The Thing when it gets zapped. And then we've got Hold Back, Who Goes There. Some Eskimo things. So yeah, as I say, it's a nice one, and inside we get the horrible blue discs. It'll probably not be the last we see of it, but we get a nice picture inside. And everyone knows the story. This appears in Halloween on the television as they're watching. Halloween came out last night, Halloween Kills. So yeah, so I think I've got everything here, but that's a nice little start. I do find it quite funny. I do find it quite watch. It is quite short, isn't it? 87 minutes. And as a release, you get the theatre trailer, so you know what I mean. You get a nice poster, nice art cards. But yeah, again, you're probably not going to see a box set of all three, because that's Warner Bros. So that is there. Now the reason why this table has appeared in this room is we're going to start building, building over there. So we don't need that. So that's the first one. So where do we go from there? Right. Now, in all my collection days of looking around, I won't bow down and sell out for a big box. I'm not talking about seller, I mean like pay some of the prices you see on eBay. And like there's a lot of stuff advertised on eBay that says big box, and it's not a big box. Do you know what I mean? So I've never really got around to finding a big box VHS. So when you talk about the old schoolness of it, we'll go with the Laserdisc first. So, the Exploding Eskimo Man, the Juice Juicing, the classic like Reign of Terror, that is to me so synonymous. That is glass, that's why it's leaned against the door. And that's why if Abraham opened the door and that fell, I would crap myself. That's one of the things I trapped myself when I quit smoking after a year. I think, I don't know if that was a year or 2 years. But I remember seeing The Thing. I just remember my cousin Brian having The Thing on a VHS tape and it just had The Thing written on it. And it just terrified us, you know what I mean? Rob Bottin's special effects, John Carpenter and Marconi's duplicate score, Kurt Russell deadpan the world, and just the creatures and the scariness and the eeriness of the dog. Jed the dog really scared me as a kid. It's just, the dog was so on cue. But the ultimate in alien terror, I mean, everyone knows that this suffered along with Blade Runner to the other friendly little alien of that time, which was E.T. And how it didn't warrant that. I mean, John Carpenter's stuff, look at Big Trouble in Little China for a start. Do you know what I mean? It didn't really, even after this, Big Trouble in Little China comes along and it's not really advertised and it takes time for it to become a cult classic. VHS is one of the reasons why so many films were discovered at a later date. So financially at the box office, The Thing was not a hit. Neither was Blade Runner, but look how legendary they are and groundbreaking they are to the era of the 80s, you know what I mean? So this is a digital Laserdisc. There's loads of different versions of this. If I break some shit over here and just randomly find one of them, the Burbs, never classic 80s song. I picked up the Burbs, King Kong and Son of King Kong and Tremors. I believe Tremors was the third one. Some guy just listed them as Japanese Laserdiscs, and The Thing was also one. And on the Witching Hour, the last 5 minutes, someone bid on The Thing and someone bid on the Burbs, and I got 3 out of 4. The Thing I think went for £25, but you just had them on for £5 each. So I need to score there, but again, I'm not willing to bow down. I look, as a collector, I like to hunt. I like looking around and go, where do you get this from? Where do you get that from? And having a story. I believe here, cuffs. There you go. Where do you get cuffs from? Bought it from a video shop back in the day. You know what I mean? Bought it in 1997. I don't know why I've still got that receipt in there, like, but yeah, I love cuffs and it's signed by Christian Slayer, so that's got a story where it's all come from, but I love the hunt. But yeah, when you talk about going to like the origin story, I love that artwork and that's what appeared a lot of the time. But the VHS, so I've got 2 versions. These are the oldest 2 VHSs I've got. So that was a Laserdisc anyway. And the 2 VHSs are slightly different, universal on them, and we get like a horrible screaming face. And this is one of the older ones out of the 2. There's a lot of series of these stripy cases. I've had multiple copies of this, even sent one down to Jambo Shango down south and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You do see this quite common, it's not rare. From the director of Big Trouble in Little China and Prince of Darkness. So they're the films that followed this, you know what I mean? So that is a very late reissue, I'm aware of that. And on there, Big Trouble in Little China. So, you know what I mean? There's at least 5 years later. So I'm well aware that there should be something sitting there. And again, it's about the hunt, isn't it? It's like the lads when they went up there and found the helicopter thing and, you know, the hunt, you know what I mean? You're going into the wilderness. But yeah. Artwork, when you talk about it, look close at your neighbour, trust no one, they might be the thing. Man is the warmest place to hide. Look closely, man is the warmest place to hide, universal. But that one is CIC, video high definition, so Universal isn't on that one. So this is something like Universal picked up later on. Both on the back have just the ice block. Pretty, whoa. Yep, it's still in there. I don't know which video that was discovered in. But yeah, there's an actual thing in there. That, I mean, again, you saw the foreshadowing of how many videos I've done in the past. Yes, I am full of cool, by the way. But yeah, that's been in there a long time. Don't worry, I've got other copies. I don't need to resort to playing the thing on VHS, but I don't like that artwork. I don't like, you know, it's like almost like, how many taglines has that got? Look closely at your neighbour, trust no one, they might be the thing. From the director of Big Trouble in Little China and Prince of Darkness, man is the warmest place to hide. You know what I mean? And on the back, it's from the director of Halloween, The Fog, and Escape from New York. You know what I mean? It's like, so like this, I mean, that pre-assesses a lot of them, you know what I mean? But yeah, always liked it. Always felt creepy, but that's the first. You know, you get the head. Rob Bottin's fucking creepy ass head. Is it? As well, the spider goes off the table. But yeah, so over the years, that was the original VHS, and to say that the juice using over there just comes a little bit closer. But yeah, I would love to find a big box. I don't know what that was, VHS of it, but it's not going to happen. So we have 3 new editions, mainly in the era of 4K, so that is a massive leap into the future. And we'll look at how much the artwork has dramatically changed and have a few issues. But like, artists have been, this is an original, leather art by Anya. I'm going to sorry pronounce her name. It was made in Turkey on the 20th of 19, it's all written on the back. Brit bought me that back when she was in Turkey. It's like ripped in leather, which I found really cool. Makes them on the streets of Turkey. But yeah, inspired that. That's one thing lying around the house, as well as the amazing artist print of Scott Robinson of the Twisting Faces. That's also become quite iconic over the years to the artwork. Pencil drawn, that. Sick. Absolute sick. I got that. I don't think you can see David from the Lost Boys all the way up there. I don't think you can. And I also got the Mandy one for Matty Connor's birthday. And then Scott gave us that. Just showing his love for that. But yeah, a lot of artists have had a crack. So over the years, the artwork has dramatically changed. I forget who this one is. There's a side this one. And we'll apologise who artwork this is, because it'll get quite handy. I want to say this guy's called James. He might not be called James. Something along them lines. You'll reason why I forget who his name is in a second, because you got that. That's really, really cool. But it's in this book. Do you know what I mean? This book here. This is, you know, it just shows you how much artwork there is. This one's signed as well, which was terrifying, which again, it's its own video. And this goes through loads of different artwork. So the thing itself as a movie has inspired generations of different kind of artworks. I mean, there's stuff about the dog. I haven't got my Thing hoodie on. Shit, the bed. I'll have to do an outtake on my Thing hoodie. But again, it's inspired loads of people. You might, I just want to know who that guy is. To say there's loads of different variations of this artwork. This is an amazing book, if you can get a hold of it. Printed in blood. As I say, that clip does appear there. But there's loads of twists and variations on stuff. I might have to find his name out in the end. So he's a really cool guy. That's why I bought the print off him. Like, that's what's on the back of the hoodie. If you can even see that. But there's loads of weird artwork in that, and again, I've had a good rant about this book down the line. It's really inspiring. I'm sure, and I got that print. Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll speed this video slightly up. There's loads of artwork. But see, this was made, what, 3 or 4 years ago now? And this should have been the Bible of where to go next, especially with another format generation. So they haven't really got any, I mean, the bits about the dog there, man, are fucking sinister as fuck. But they haven't really got any grounds to fucking goon it up. Do you know what I mean? They haven't really. So you can go, right, what cover do you want the Thing? Have a look at this book. And there we go. Yeah, I'll have a peek in, hopefully finding the artwork. I'm sure he's definitely called James. But yeah, printed in blood, put that down there. But again, just to get a few more bits of artwork out the way before I start digging up. You have no idea how much is down there, but yeah, we've got Lamplight. This one's signed, John Carpenter. So technically it's a cover of the Thing there. They Live, Prince of Darkness, Big Trouble in Little China, Christine, the Thing, Escape from New York, The Fog, Halloween, and Assault on Precinct 13. The only one what hasn't been remade. There's a few. Well, I'm gonna get remade. So it's really cool. This one is by, this one's signed as well, Evil Eye Art, and some wax painting one. That's really cool. He's an awesome guy. Evil Eye Art have appeared on the channel. Even John Carpenter's appeared on Lonely Train to Tim. This one is really cool. You get that in the vinyl of the thing running away. Dun 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 dun. Doesn't really fold great, but here we go. These are just stuff framed around the house, as well as this one. This one's Graham Humphreys, signed as well. So everyone's had a crack, you know what I mean? The ultimate alien terror, John Carpenter's a thing, and he's, you know, collage and stuff and all that pastel kind of colours. You can tell that Graham Humphreys from a mile away. But that's really cool. So everyone's really had a crack at it. Let's see. And everything you've seen so far has a video on the channel, which probably does not fall into the category. And then let's get this vinyl out of the way. So the vinyl finally came out, and everyone's following the channel for a while will know in New Zealand we thought this had came out and she'd missed it, Britain missed it, and then it got a release. This pack's some mint artwork, especially that. I think it's stunning. Again, that's on the back of the VHS, and one is Cosmic Blue. This one is a bit of a nightmare because, I mean, don't get us wrong, there's a couple of cool things. I mean, it's a splatter vinyl, but very short, you know what I mean? They could have just put, I think they could have creepily got all the tracks on one side and then left the other one for some artwork. But I've recently watched Here for Late, and then listening to this, there's so many cues, what was called the lost cues, you know, where Morcone's artwork, it's fucking cool as well, has been like sampled across into Here for Late, which, you know, it's really, and Kurt Russell's in it, so you know what I mean. So that's really cool. So that was the music, and the music hasn't been available for ages. It's, you know, it's not something you can pick up on CD. And you know, the vinyl, again, you look at the vinyl for the collection, John Carpenter stuff, you know, it's all over the place. Sort of massive following, and I think this was Waxworks, and this is the one I set on fire when I unboxed it, which, you know, was pretty mental. But yeah, so I'm just trying to get a lot of the bits and bobs out of the way. So in the era of VHS, I've not put these down in any kind of order. I'm trying to probably try and go format. So we're going to talk about format for a while. The thing dramatically changed in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, around then. We got a video game for the thing, which I really enjoyed, and it's a shame that it's never been remastered. It's a bit of a Resident Evil, you know, it's like Among Us, you know what I mean? Everyone's talking about this Among Us now. I think the fucking thing was Among Us before the fucking Among Us people are probably even born, no disrespect to them. But like, you're going around, it's just like you give them the ammunition and the fucking heads explode, and then, you know, like, the answer to the question of like what happens at the end of the thing is Kurt Russell the thing, and then the video game you find Charles dead, and then at the end of the game, when you get through it after the game completely flips into like a shooter running around a Russian base, Kurt Russell comes in to save you, and then you start shooting it from the helicopter and all that, and it's fucking awesome. But like, the game came out and had this new artwork, and then the artwork creeped onto the VHS, which is a really good thing. But obviously it's and this one just says John Carpenter's The Thing, Universal. This is $3.99 from HMV. It's still on the back, so yeah, I bought that from back in the day, black box edition. But the artwork, I think, is great, even with the background where you've got the face really creeped into the blue and that. I mean, I always think of The Thing with blue, the coolness of blue and whites, like that glowing in the background. And then that. Now, a couple of years ago, HMV brought out, this before HMV was took over as a company, the range of VHSs. Now, my friend Mark, Casper Abbott, bought them all. And as a range, they could have went so many different ways, but like, you know, Universal just seemed to be one of the biggest culprits when it comes to distribution of bringing out multiple copies multiple times. And this is before they went with Arrow, or might have been while they were sort of subletted to Arrow. I know this jumps a bit across, but yeah, that's the VHS of that, so that can go to the VHS pile, and then we'll get the DVDs in a minute. But yeah, they brought this version out, which is meant to look like retro, so it follows the old school retro tape. It pulls out, it looks like a retro VHS on the box. You know, very inventful, but for collectors, it's back to the problem of like less is more. For a collector, it's like some people have box sets that big and then they get streamlined and want the streamline. It's all about where do you put it, you know what I mean? It pops out. So you get like a little art card, and then the discs are meant to look like if you splashed up a VHS inside. A lot of packing going in there. Another picture of Kurt Russell's sticker, and then we get a picture. And we get a picture of pretty much what the artwork should be like. You know what I mean? The ultimate in Alien Terror. Now to me, that should have always been the VHS, and hopefully if I ever see the big box, there will be a VHS of that. I think that's so nice. The thing's fogged, you know. And as I say, that it's just mint. And that should have always been it. I mean, if you go back to the day of the video shops, for me personally, you walk in and you see Kiefer Sutherland's face just staring at your box. It's intriguing. Yes, it's just a guy's face on the box, but it's intriguing. Predator 2 to me, like back in the day in the video shop and looking up as a kid and seeing the Predator just on the front cover. Not just Arnold Schwarzenegger over gun, Arnold Schwarzenegger the Predator. Well, what's that film about? But Predator 2 just like leaning over the towers, and you just remember these. It's like that octopus one, I don't know the top of the name, it begins with a K, and it's just like this green face, and you think, well, what's that about? And to me, The Thing is not rememberable in a video shop because I don't think the artwork on the VHS jumps out at you. I think that would have been there. Mosquito Coast, there's a one that always reminds me of video shops, you know what I mean? Just certain stuff, synonymous, maybe not your favourite film, but remembers. But there we go. That was a HMV one anyway. It's a nice nostalgia. So, let's have a look here. So, right, we'll start with this. No, I don't know where I can start here. Right, this is probably one of the earliest ones I brought out. The Thing on DVD. Right, so just what we've been talking about there, it has its original, to me, artwork and the best artwork on there. And I tell you what, this was a benchmark when it came out to me personally on a DVD level. John Carpenter's The Thing, The Man is the Warmest Place to Hide, widescreen, includes the making of, outtakes, production, archives and much more. See reverse for details. Like, make sure you look on the back of the box. Okay. On the back of the box, Kurt Russell, looking eerie. This is packed. As I say, weirdly enough, a dark man, orange on a disc, which is really weird. Not a flip cover. As I say, Man's the Warmest Place to Hide. And it's pretty cool. Even looks signed by John Carpenter himself. So like, they're literally, I mean, even there's an alternative cover. You know, there's another one, you know. Oh, that could be a good one. He's on fire, his explosion. It's packed. It's packed. Kurt Russell and John Carpenter have sat down and done some great commentaries together. But the documentary that you get on this, obviously 80 minutes long, the terror takes shape, you must see it. It's mint. It's really, really good. I mean, there's outtakes, storyboard locations, cast and crew. They packed this for a first release DVD. You might find that they might have released this in a, I think it was more Columbia Pictures who did that, Sony. But that's one of the ones where you go, right, it's a benchmark, you know what I mean? It's packed, it looked great, dun dun, you know what I mean? So I mean, it's just class. And that was the artwork, and that's like the, so we went from the VHS and obviously the Laserdisc and then that. So, and that was pretty much it for a while. Hang on. So sticking, Jesus Christ, man, hang on. One. No, that's wrong. So, right, they're DVDs. So we had that, and over the course, we're talking, let's go back to the video game. The video game cover became on the DVD. So that's another reissue of the same film. It's an 18, always probably will be. And again, it's got the on the cover, it's got the creepiness, and on the back it's got the Scott Robinson creepy face on the back there. Did a nice job with the disc though. Disc is always an important thing, I think, as a collector. But again, that is what it is, and that's more of the streamlined version of the thing. So, but this is where it gets confusing, because while we've got that, before I talk about other covers, let's talk about the video game. Ah, there's another cover of The Thing from Another World. Hang on, I've got a theory. That's for there. So that. I'm still here. Oh yeah, you're alright. Right. See, we're still on the DVDs. So we'll put them there for a minute and we'll still talk about this. So The Thing was a video game, and that's a video game, as I say. never picked it up on Xbox. My friend Big Dave, that thing, he picked it up and said he would keep an eye out for us, so you better. Again, it's something I will buy if I see, but it was also released on PC. I've got 2 versions of this actually, mainly because I probably didn't remember picking it up. It's a 15, both games, really nice condition, both of them. As I say with the game, The Thing, you know, featuring the hit song After Me by Saliva. Really? If that doesn't show you when the fucking game was made, I don't know what it is. Where the movie ended, the true terror begins. Use fearsome firepower like explosive flamethrowers to torch your enemies. Control your squad's emotions using interactive trust and fear techniques. Fight fear with psychological mind games to survive. Experience the state-of-art environment effects that create suspense and terror. Choose from multiple paths to solve the levels and accomplish your goals. Yeah, well, it was fucking packed. It's absolutely packed. But again, that's it. Going back to the game, the story, it was very colorful. But for the artwork, I do like that artwork. It's, you know, it's coldness, you know, it's damp, it's, you know, this is what it is. But it's, again, still homage with the hood, you know, the meaning in the face exploding and all that. But that was a video game anyway. Let's say, I think you can just watch it on YouTube if you want to watch it on YouTube. Let's get them 2 out of the way as well, the original. So, still talking about The Thing, obviously, there you go, the video game appears on there. This is a quirky one actually, it had never been even fucking opened. I picked this up not long back, £4. The Thing from Another World, you know, in green, and then the John Carpenter's Thing on there, like a double pack, but very like, it almost looks like a bootleg, but it's not a bootleg, it's how it's been released. Thing double, peer masterpiece, you know what I mean? It's a very stripped down version. I can't believe I've never even opened that. Yeah, just the same discs inside. I think this is from there's a weird shop in Chester Street. Very heavy box art inside. Not a flip cover, but yeah. Now, while I talk about that, is I probably have it on DVD as well as the fucking Blu-ray. I lent that on Blu-ray to Glenn Malpass, and it's just black. It just says The Thing 2 movie collection. It's like, yeah, no effort taken on that, just The Thing. And Glenn's had it since he painted the wall. In the, there'll be an outtake because the actual Juice Juicing thing is drawn on the wall. And Glenn's had it since then. He's a little bugger. And there's The Thing from Another World, very early edition on DVD. Just The Thing from Another World, green, creature on the back, 12, and that's it. It creeps, it crawls, it strikes without warning. It's like, ooh, it's like, oh Christ. No extra features. But yeah, as I say, this wasn't planned. I've literally picked everything up, dumped everything down. I've got shit everywhere. I'm bound to drop a few clangers. I'm bound to fucking upset some die-hard fan in some form, but I don't, all honesty. So, it was a great film, and you know, if you look at it there, it's still coming out on DVD. So, we have Vec. Where the fuck did I get this one from? Spain? Or Prague? I want to say Prague. So we have Vec. So the Vec is Juice Juicing. I like that. I love that cover. I love how it's right at the edge. And I think that should be the cover on DVD. It's a bitch-ass cover. It has a massive shatter effect on the back. Just mainly Kurt Russell looking in there. It has Rob Bottin at the bottom there, actually posing with his Halloween eyes, as well as like a 3-dimensional sculpture of the Thing, which is really fucking weird and random to have on the back of the box. But yeah, that's Vec. Then we have the American edition of The Thing, which is just a screaming face in the snow. I don't think you can pinpoint who that is on the front cover, but all the snow around it, John Carpenter's. For a special edition, collector's edition, it's exactly the same as the UK version by the looks of it. It does say that it has stop animation cut from the film, so it's news to me. It's the American one. I mean, it has a really weird disc cover, that, and this looks like, you know, they haven't even punched out the recycling bits. But yeah, that was a random one to get a hold of. I'm sure when I made that out, it was snowing and it was stuck in a bush. But yeah, like a lifetime ago. The 80s collection. Yep. And I've just chopped it down. Again, never opened it. Why do I need to open it? Still comes with all the extra features as the original release. But this is one where this one was before this. So this is when they rebranded it. And it's out on DVD and stuff like that. This is like new. In the reflection of the face is the creepy faces of that. And they're like, you can only see it in certain lights. And it's, you know, it's more visible on the plain version of it. But if you get like the first edition, where it is a shiny cover, it's really cool. I mean, even though it's not blue, I think that's one of the nicest covers they've produced after. Just, you know, nice shine, definitely warrants. I'm sure I got this on Blu-ray. Is that the same thing? Yeah. There's a Blu-ray of it. So when they brought it out on Blu-ray, this came out, and then obviously this is what they've brought out. Again, it's packed with all the extra features. I think that's a new, different direction. I don't like the photoshopped face. I don't think it needs that, but totally changed it in direction. And then it got sort of trimmed down to be more of a cult. And you also see a different variation of this where there's bands around the side, and that is what that is. I've never opened that because that's the version. It's the one and only, the thing. Paul Ray got me this. As I say, it's just a different version of that with the bands around. So I just thought it was always funny. But yeah. Again, kept going. And then they released it again in the UK. And they did a weird series of these, Child's Play, Exorcist. Yeah. Never had to open it. But again, it's just the same cover you see there. Really close up, glows in the dark. It's really cool. Limited edition glow in the dark version. Been really cool if they did these on Blu-ray, but it was just like another variation of it. Again, this is Universal, where they'll just keep on pushing them out, and I think that's a pretty cool one. Green, you know, it needs to be green to glow, doesn't it? I really need to blow my nose, but let's just keep going. Again, never had to open it, never needed to. Whatever. Another copy of the thing. Right, so in an era of DVD, what's left on DVD? We need to talk about the prequel. And there it is, the prequel from the producers of Dawn of the Dead. English and American. There is a Steelbook, and I do have it on Blu-ray. I think it's one of the only Steelbooks I haven't got. There was a lot of hype about the prequel. I do think it should have had a better name. Outpost, whatever. The Thing, who goes there. Norwegian Camp would be like, you know, okay. But just to call it The Thing. And then just to say, like, you know, you could watch John Carpenter's and then into that, but the whole fuck up between what the dog looks like. You know, Jed the dog in the original is so iconic. And he looks just like the Nuke in the Lost Boys, but then for fucking one to run away and not have the right patches on its eyes and I think shades of brown, you think. And someone could go, yeah, it's a thing, it can change at anything. Not in one fucking scene while it's running through the snow. It's running for its life. It's not going to be bothered about, oh, I better camouflage myself a bit brown or black. But I do like the crossover, I like the handover, I like the axe in the door, I like, you know what I mean. I do think at the end of the movie, when the credits will all go, I think that she should have just turned up at the outpost. You know, like days have gone by, enough time for Kurt Russell and Charles to be sitting there. And like, you know what I mean? It could just be her rolling up to the camp, and that should have been another ending. I think they dropped the ball with that. Obviously, there's a lot of the people who got involved in it wanted to pay tribute to John Carpenter, and then they came along with the paintbrush and CGI'd it, and then a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon having girls in it, and you know, wrong cast in that. And like, as a film, I enjoy it. You know what I mean? A lot of people, it's love to hate. It came out with Audio Company Fire and Ice documentary, which, you know, what the fuck does that mean as bonus footage? Fire and Ice. The Thing involves deleted and extended scenes, but I think that's her from Gemini Man. I just recently watched Gemini Man, that's her who's in that. But yeah, that's the American version to the English. Again, blacking out The Thing, suspense from the crew. Again, jumping on the bandwagon, the Dawn of Dead. Just like Blumhouse now, you know, I have that era where everything's just slapped on top of each other. In the UK, 15, just went for the 18. You know what I mean? Don't try and get the audience involved. And then pretty much an homage to the original. It does have like the, you know, they went for brand new artwork, creepy fucking hand, boosters. So I am fighting the cold now. I do apologise, but that is the thing, pretty much. And I don't think it's as bad as some people say, but whatever. So the guy who created the thing was the master, John Carpenter. There we go. It's just another cover of the thing. Why do I have it? Because it's John Carpenter. It's got the figure there, as well as Halloween, Escape from New York. It's almost like a box set that shouldn't exist, because, you know what I mean, it's multiple different companies, multiple eras. You've got the Fog, Halloween, Escape from New York, Assault in Prison 13. Look at how fucking bitchin' the thing cover isn't there. That thing, it's like massive font screaming at you, and that's how the artwork to me should be. And then we've got Lay Living Prince of Darkness. That was a cool box set now. All slimline cases. But yeah, John Carpenter is awesome. Mastermind. So yeah, that's John Carpenter collection out the way. Right, so we're about to hit Blu-ray, but before we hit Blu-ray, 4K HD. HDs are getting quite collectible now. As I say, it was a very limited run. As a collector, I've got a couple. King Kong. Have I got the Predator? No. King Kong's definitely. I've definitely got King Kong. I've got Tremors as well. I think I got Tremors still sealed, £4, and someone paid $2.99 for it. It's still at the HMV website thing on it. It was like a format wars, wasn't it? So if you're going to get into collecting, you could essentially collect all the HDs. You know what I mean? Because there wasn't that many, so it's pretty cool that the thing exists in there. But you would have to be a mad collector of just formats. HD DVD, no additional features from the DVD, but it was all like look and sound perfect. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same. Red boxes, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the thing on HD, short-lived format. Then we have the juggernaut that is DVD. Fucking Blu-ray, Stephen, come on. Oh God, I don't know where to fucking start and grab here. That looks early. On that one. There's a little metal thing. The thing. There's a little random thing. Feeling the illness. I've just picked a few up here. Right, early on, Blu-ray release. The Thing, again, it looks like that one was just come out the John Carpenter collection. It screams The Thing at you. Perfect in high definition, so it's early on. It's getting people to jump on the bandwagon. It's immense to me how much DVD has stuck around, and a lot of people, like, in my line of work, taught me about, like, oh, Blu-ray now, I got 4K, and like, I think one of the things about DVD is DVD was such a leap from VHS, especially the interactive, especially what you would get content and sound wise. And I don't think it's to do with streaming and everyone streams and stuff like that. I think what's happened is DVD is a cheaper alternative to Blu-ray, and prices of DVD and Blu-ray can sometimes just be a couple of quid here or there, or they can just be astronomical, depending. Say for example, like you don't get Big Trouble in Little China in a sale, and it's £15, and you came in and Big Trouble in Little China's on DVD for £5, and all you want to do is watch the movie. There you go. You know what I mean? So for years DVD, but it's held there. But like, to me personally, it's never, Blu-ray's never been marketed. And like, we had the 3D era, and 3D took a lot of time. A lot of people invested in 3D, and a lot of people at the start didn't know where to invest. It's like, right, there you go. What are you going to have? HD DVD or Blu-ray? And this was one of the problems with it, because, you know, like, first off, there was an alternative. So you've got the alternative there. I don't want to be picking the wrong fucking thing up, but then you go, right, I'll just have the fucking $5.99 one, please. And then you've got an alternative. So a lot of people invested in that, then that collapsed, leaving you with that. But then a lot of people invested in 3D, enough that they were converting films like Predator and stuff into 3D, because the mass market was mental. And now DVD is gone, and along comes 4K. So, you know, it's because there's evolution in TVs and stuff like that, and the fact that DVD is universal, it'll play on all the players. So like, at the end of the day, it's just like, should I get another copy of that? Nah, I've got it on DVD, and like the upscale is a big used word. But like Blu-rays as well, if you look at go back to Cuffs. Cuffs has just come out for the first time in a European country. I mean, it's German, on Blu-ray and DVD, double pack. It's never seen the light of day since big box VHS. And these films get forgotten about. Yes, Cuffs was briefly on Netflix, but look one day, oh no, it's on Netflix, what am I going to do? Vampire Diaries, I haven't seen the end of it, gotta go and buy it, oh, it's all available, I'll get it off Amazon. Get that round up, right? So yeah, it's kind of like, people wonder, I mean, streaming does have a lot to do with it, but again, it's manufacturing. It's, again, you look at smaller movies, and just to shout out, like Unit 11, of Theo's movie, came out on DVD in an era where it should be on Blu-ray, but it's manufacturing the disc, and then it's also like, there's so many turnarounds with independent movies and stuff like that where they don't want to either take the risk of putting out Blu-ray, or again, look what I said about Blade Runner and The Thing on VHS. Stuff needs time to be found. Uncle Peckerhead is a perfect example of that. Uncle Peckerhead was on Sky Movies and just got this cult following, and then it finally got picked up by 101 Films and released in the UK. I've been saying this for ages, that Prayer of the Rollerboys needs released in the UK, and I keep on going, and hopefully it will. But in an era where there's a solution, alternative, and yes, piracy still is a crime. Do not accept it. Demand a genuine cassette from your video store. Like, it's one of those things where if you really want Blu-ray to be the next format, which that you should have pulled the plug on DVD a long time ago, but it still sells, no matter what people think. But yeah, that was its first introduction on Blu-ray, and not be its fucking last, that's for sure. Alright, so there's another one there. It's dead shiny, this one. I don't know where this is from. I want to say it's American. Super shiny, that. Super shiny. They got a glow to it. John Carpenter's The Thing. The perfect movie, high definition. That's American. NTS, yeah, it's American. So that's the American counterpart to that. So going back to what I was on about with DVD, that is what I was on about. Then they've got the bands around the side. And they flip it out there. That's probably one of my old school go-tos. A lot of these have been opened and watched. As I say, there's no additional features, but I love it. If I sometimes have too much to drink, which again I'm not proud of, just happen more often than I like to admit, when I go to bed, I'll need a safe haven movie. Thing is one of them. Aliens is one. Under Siege. I honestly, God, the amount of times I've woke up and Under Siege is on, I'm like it's like where the fuck am I? Predator 1 and Predator 2 are them ones as well, and The Thing is one. You know what I mean? It's just, you put it on and there's a calmness about it, and we've talked about that one before. That's the other counterpart. Actually, I have a cover of that. But see that, right? My friend Casper doesn't like covers, and he throws them away. And I've acquired that all the time, so there's a cover there. Right, okay. What the fuck? I knew this was going to be an epic rant. I knew it. I'm full of coal. I don't want to blow my nose on camera. I don't want to suck it in back into my chest, but here we go. So The Thing had a steelbook, but we'll leave the... I don't know. We'll get rid of what else I've got without being steelbooky. Right. There you go. You didn't think I was going to go that crazy. Look at that. That's The Thing in a box set. The 80s box set, right? Now, what other films is it with? The Blues Brothers, American Werewolf in London, and Scarface. It counts. Right, we've got Das Ding. Das Ding! Which is an good joke with me and Mitch for ages. It has a flip cover, but it's just for the age rating. Das Ding on there, so that's from Germany. La Cosca. Is that from Spain? I think I got that one in Alicante, that one. That's another one. La Cosca. It gets pretty bad. Oh yeah, I've got a receipt here. Thank you for visiting our city. Yeah, that's what the fuck was that there? Alicante. So I bought that in Spain. So yeah. Note to self, when I go back to Spain in a couple of weeks, I do not need another copy of The Thing. And then we get the first edition. Now this is the Scream Factories one. I think there's an alternative cover here where it's purple. Never got around to having it. They did really pack out special editions. It's the import charges that get you. Shipping's one thing, and then hidden eBay charges, and like you just can't bite the bullet. It is a lovely picture. I've never been able to play this. As I say, I don't have an American player. It bursts out into two. What the fuck's it? Special features and extra features. And it's a flip cover. So dibble dabble. This is before we got the Arrow release. Wow, that is so cheaply papered. Shit, right? But yeah. Again, we'll get there. I mean, I had a rant about like things for a while, and like I remember reaching out that Arrow was going to do it, and I kind of predicted it, Arrow was going to do it. And I've reached out and I talked to a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of love for the thing. A completely different artwork, nice artwork, I think. As I said, no age rating on it. Nice cardboard sleeve. There's a lot of creaking gold on behind us. But, right, we'll get the prequel out of the way before we get to Steelbook City, and we'll eventually go to the new ones. So there's two versions of it. Rental copy, which I think is cool. It's really cool to find a rental copy now. It's quite rare, rental copies. So the thing, very similar to the DVD, Blu-ray. Blu-ray, obviously as well, there you go, digital copy. So this is before streaming was a real big entity. It was more like, right, you get here, but you get there. You can actually see a face in that, on the reflection. Not much detail on that one, but again, not a bad commentary track. You've got a post over, don't you? No. Digital codes. Two of them. One's probably from the other one. Yeah. But even there's Frighteners. Frighteners will probably be what. Frighteners is one of Arrow's next upcomings, but as I say, I do have the box set. Thanks, Glenn, for giving us that back in time for this video. You bell end. Oh man. But it's nice to have a nice cover, flippy cover, and then a rental copy. It's really cool. Right. So there's been 5 Steelbooks that I'm aware of, and there's a Mondo Steelbook, so Mondo has played the game, but that was the original one, and then it goes like that. Now, Frighteners, I do have Frighteners, the same style, which Jeffrey Combs signed for us, which is framed behind the camera, which will be coming to Arrow, I'll imagine. And then you have American Werewolf, that was very much like that, which is on Arrow. So Arrow's very clearly works with Universal Studios. Burbs is another one. But like, this is the original one, so you got the faces green. It's like, have you seen much green? No. Maybe he's going back to the original one, but have you seen much green? No. So again, I don't think they took much time and effort, because that is disastrous on the back. As I say, there's complete waste here. There's not a hidden thing or anything like that, but it is the thing. Very Matrix-like. Inside, standard disc, black, and then we've got like Kurt Russell looking dead creepy on there. I think that is the worst of the Steelbooks. I actually bought that off Casper for £20, even though it wasn't brand new. But Casper, being a Steelbook crazy fanatic, he has like 600-700 Steelbooks. It's mental. But on the eve of this being released, Casper partnered with it, and that's Arrow. So this was so in high demand when it came out, and I probably announced that somewhere along the line it'd be a tape break, because I've definitely probably hit 40 minutes. Man is the warmest place to hide. Artful is so really. The hype was massive, and like, it's got some really good extra features on. It's got a rant about the book. It's got the guys who go on that pilgrimage up to where it was, where the film did find the helicopter bit. That is absolutely amazing. They're on about the website. It really shows, the extra features really show a love for the fans in this, and that's awesome. The artwork itself, it's back to its original. New kind of font to it, nice on the back, just smashed it off there. But I remember this being in so much high demand. And I remember being at HorrorCon, and Arrow were there, and they had a stack of them. Do you know what I mean? But like, again, if you don't pre-order some of this stuff, you just don't see the light of day. And I know I talked about this for RoboCop. I really think Arrow overshot RoboCop, and I think like the problem with RoboCop was RoboCop's a third release on Blu-ray. And like, yes, RoboCop does have a cult following, but like, I think Arrow really should have done RoboCop 2. I think that like Arrow should do stuff like Highlander 2. It shouldn't do the obvious one. And like, if you look at this and you look at Waterworld and how rare Waterworld was to get the massive collector's edition and stuff like that, less is more. Because at the end of the day, it's like the fans, if someone really wants it, it's like going back to that Cuffs box set. There's only 300 of them. Like, if you give the fans enough thing and like pre-order, but not set a limit. Get a website up. Oh, do you want to pre-order? They did that with Grizzly too. Killian posted something about that. And he says, right, if you want to buy it, there we go. Put your name on pre-order, and you get a version of it sent to you. You know what I mean? Not like jumping on the bandwagon. There's only limited, and before anyone, a true fan, finds out about it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, do you know the thing's coming out? Oh yeah, it's out of stock. Like, nah. Like, give the fans it, but like again, RoboCop, there's fucking mountains of RoboCop still in circulation. But with that, everyone was asking, have you got that? Have you got that? Nah. But so you have the Universal, and then you have that, and then Zavvi released that, and you think, all right, but because that was so sought after, Zavvi released that. It's not the Arrow version, it's not been restored, it doesn't have the extra features on, it has exactly what that has. But it has a nice cover. It's black, Kurt Russell, the thing. And give Zavvi a little bit of credit, Z the eye, which I don't do a lot. They've made the effort on the front. I think it's a really nice little steelbook. It's definitely better than that. You know what I mean? And inside, it's got the face screaming around. But for that to come out after that, it was wrong. Do you know what I mean? That wouldn't have been a problem if they did it that way. But then I can't not knock Zavvi without knocking the HMV, because again, that is the defined one, and then this comes out. Now this is part of the Japanese range, and again, look at that, fucking cool as fuck. Completely different artwork. For the first time ever, we get the Outpost on the front cover with the guys cracking the ice, you know, the thing. Massive long words, X on the back. We get the Juice and more of that. So they did a few of these, like Jaws, Back to the Future again. Then kind of, it was sort of like another version of the fucking VHS collection. Yeah, nice little poster of that. But again, such a fucking odd shape. How do you frame that? So I only picked up the Jaws and that. It would have been really cool if they continued the range, because I would have got Tremors and stuff like that. I think they only did, I think Spartacus was the last one and stuff like that, but this is something that stopped because of lockdown. Inside as well, it's the cast around the helicopter, which is pretty cool. But yeah, as Steelbooks go, that is the boy because of all the extra features. I do think the Zavvi one's one of the nicest one, but it really is cool to see a retro one. But we didn't need these, do you know what I mean? It just shows you how vast, how many artwork have I talked about? Because I'm not done yet, right? I'm not done because it's actually, there's another Steelbook right there. And I tell you what, let's have a look at this Steelbook, because this move is the new Steelbook. Now the Mondo one has a scritchy little guy down the side, and all I've got left to talk about on this side is the Arrow one, and anyway, we'll talk about this. So this is the new Steelbook. And I have no idea what's on the back. I have no idea what's inside. This is the 4K restoration, but it's not through Arrow. It's now back to Universal. John Carpenter's The Terror Takes Shape, feature commentary, theatre trailer. That's your whack. So you get nothing to what's on this one, the Arrow one. 4K restoration. And it's very similar to the American DVD, the coldness and the snow, the stretchy faces, but yeah. Let's not be setting anything on fire in this time. Oh, I thought there was supposed to get it here. Alright, let's not set anything on fire this time, Stephen. But yeah, let's have a look at this. Honestly, I was ranting that much away, I forgot I even had these. Massive shout out to my mum for this, because she actually bought us this as part of my birthday present. Pre-ordered for us. She also pre-orders The Lost Boys, which didn't come. But again, this is one of the reasons why, if you check out my unboxing videos, I think it was the September one, these started rocking up at random times. And I work full time, especially with a shop moving. It was just like, how the fuck do you do an unboxing? You just don't have time. You might have time to film it, but you don't have time to edit it. Not on your phone, not on big cameras. Wow. So, on the front, faces, but I tell you what, that is fucking bitching on the back. That's awesome. It's that look, like the distance away from the man's face. Now I don't keep these, but I will fold it up because it's a thing, and probably shove it in the box. But yeah, plastic out the way. Get the fire out there. But yeah, let's have a look at it. That's really cool on the back. More snow. 4 discs. So there's the 4K disc. So with the thing on 4K. 2 discs, and inside Kurt Russell with his flamethrower. Firing a flamethrower but not looking at where he's going. Like okay, so is that right or wrong? But yeah. So he's inside the basement because he's got his torches there. But out of them, doesn't have the extra features. Does have the original cover. Darkness. They're all over the place, aren't they? So that is the 5 Steelbooks. As I say, I don't own the Mondo one, and again the price is mental on that, so not having that. I do think the Zavvi one's nice. Well, yeah, that's far too many. So that is the new one. They've all got very similar spines. There we go. Oh, I'll take a break. Right, what else want to do? So the last 2 down here are the arrows. And I think the Arrow did a really good job with these. Never opened that one, didn't need that one, it was just an extra feature. As I say, you open it up, has a different cover on there, which is really cool. You just see that now. That's all you see now. You don't very rarely see that. And to be honest with you, it's one of the ones that you get at Arrow sale. I mean, tomorrow morning I go to work and I'm going to do Shocktober for Arrow. Right. Ran out of fucking footage. Brilliant. There's still a podcast on there for One Crazy Summer. There's another film that, you know, never see the light of day from VHS and now came out on DVD. That blew my nose as well, so. Right, okay. I'm just going to go over talking about that and then have a look at this one. Because this is the one what everyone was after. It's all nice housing. Recycled paper, which you can really tell with this. Very obscure size as well if you're shopping around, and then on the back the new artwork, which is again the base. So maybe the base wasn't the first time I'd seen it on the Japanese cover. Yeah, it just smells, you know what I mean, it's one of those things where people might like it because it's old school folded, but it's also like, to me personally, right, what would be cool if they did something like that? If you got it, instead of this little art card DLC code, you go on this website, there's your code. If you're willing to pay the postage, there we go, we'll send you a nice printout. Thank you very much for buying that movie. Instead of wasting the money by putting it in there and then knock at the door, you get a tube, you've paid for the postage, they've printed that, which we're going to do anyway, and you get a lovely bit of artwork that you can frame. That looks sick. But no. Big ass book in here, which is pretty much the script. Again, it's all recycled paper, the dog on there. And I believe, no, the thing got there. Don't know what the fuck has happened to this mine. This might have been victim of the fire in the other video, because it's all like, looks like it's, you know, had a bit too much heat near it, which again, if you look at the unboxing of the vinyl, really set the fucking house on fire. Art cards inside there, in a really cool flip cover. Obviously Arrow stuff as well. You couldn't sell it that way because it doesn't have the 18 on the spine or the front. So yeah, it often sits in there and often gets missed. Customers will often go to me, have you got Arrow in? Yeah, so have you got the thing in? I'll be like, yeah, it's it. Is that the right thing? Okay, yeah. So again, whatever. So that was a very sought after one. Again, each your own have the videos. So, right. Okay. Wait a minute. backtrack a second. There's another Steelbook down here. I was wondering what that was. There's an outtake of why I got confused for a second. So yeah, there's the Steelbook of the thing. Okay, so first off, it looks like a series of John Carpenter ones. Now, there'll be an overlay now, and it'll probably not show you them all, or it'll show you some of it. There was a series of John Carpenter Steelbooks released, and they were all a little bit different. And hi, I'm back. I got it, and it was they basically brought them out. I think they're still available on Zeke of the Eye now, and they're all different colours, very similar, and that's very similar to what it is. So the version I got was French, and it was really cool because New York, it was New York 1997, and it was really shit because the guy who got it off on eBay, honest to God, after a massive fucking details and fucking adverts and all you can imagine, at the bottom it said do not feature the 4K discs. I don't care about the 4K discs. I didn't bother about it. So I think if you watch that video, I'm a little bit like, I don't really give a fuck about the 4K. It was more about the Steelbooks. The thing is, we're moving house and all the stuff going on. When I was looking at downsize stuff, I actually sold the Steelbook box set. I think I made £5 on it, and I was very fucking clear minded. I said just not feature the 4K discs, and I had like put it like someone asked us about it and said, I said no, this is how I got it, and it's a nice set that we preserved on the shelf, and the customer gave us a review. It was good, but like I passed that on, so that was my homage to that. You know, as a John Carpenter fan, I've got the box sets, and we'll talk about the last thing why I kept one thing and not the other. But yeah, that was there again. They were copying it, which is quite weird because this is Universal Studios and them Steelbooks were Studio Canal, and Studio Canal have been making some really bitchin' ass fucking box sets. And Total Recall was one. That's one I missed out because of lockdown. I don't understand why they haven't done Highlander yet. I think Highlander was a really good one. I would love them to do watches, but that's like a bit of fucking habit, is it? But yeah, let's just open this one with me finger. Let's open it with Big Trouble in Little China keyring. I got an Action Jackson. Looking at random shit to open it with. So first up, it's Kurt Russell, In the Shadows. Bit of smoke. Man is the warmest place to hide. Now, what is this? Where the fuck is this from? This is from Carl. So I think Carl might be in the outtakes. The thing is, I remember now, there's been quite a lot of things filmed for this video that I've totally forgot about. You wanted the ultimate fucking unboxing video, you fucking got it. Well, straight away. Right, so very sticky jizzy on the back and front. Okay, so what we've got here is Kurt Russell and the Theme Dog on the back. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. It does have any of it. It's just literally got the concrete, the trailer, and the Terror Take shape. Really cool discs for 4K and Blu-ray. And inside, I really think that's really cool. That is Isolation Station. Use your ashtrays. And then it's just the place. So that's really cool. Again, doesn't have the extra features, but it's a 4K. But again, that is meant to look like the army of there. So there's another Steelbook. Dun, dun, dun. So pretty much the one I don't have is a Mondo and a Steelbook of the remake. Casper has it. Ah, that's right, because I remember if you watch the Who Goes There original one, when I'm tied up in Casper's dungeon, it gets pretty weird. The videos I've only tried to determine. Barney and I dropped a disc. But yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing. It's the only one. The new one is the only one that says John Carpenter's The Thing down the spine. Right. So we're at the last one. Now, I know a lot of people have been kind of kicking off. Again, when they announced the thing on 4K, everyone was like, not the fuck again. You know what I mean? Because it hasn't been that long. What, 2 years since Arrow? And then you throw in them other Steelbooks we were talking about before. The fact that it's going to get a 4K release. And it's weird because some are coming out as Arrow 4Ks, like Riddick, for example. Like socks. Not Riddick, Pitch Black. And then you think, again, Zavi did that as well. Why the fuck is a Steelbook a fucking pitch black just before Arrow decided to do a 4K restoration? Demons, for example, they've released them as a book, as sets, but what the fuck is that? No idea. Anyway, a lot of people would try to get the John Carpenter by Studio Canal. Studio Canal, go back to them, I've done some bitchin' ass fucking releases. But if you don't get them straight away, fuck my life, you are not getting them. But that's Studio Canal, that's not Universal. So, when they said, look, we're going to do the Thing, and everyone was talking about the Thing, Carl was talking about the Thing, Casper was talking about the Thing, Hurricane Ray was talking about the Thing, Paul Ray was talking about the Thing. Actually, everyone was like, I was like, fucking stop it with the Thing. How many fucking things is there coming out this year? And they brought out Escape from New York, The Fog, They Live, Prince Darkness on these big ass fat 4K editions. Brought 2 out, and then they were going to bring another 2 out, but then there was massive like what's happening with Prince of Darkness. That got in a rye, and then Prince of Darkness became the red herring of the bunch, because if you didn't pre-order that, you just didn't get it. And they were the ones that have gone for really, really, really big money on eBay. And then all of a sudden, they reissued them around the time of what's going on right now. So, and off that run, these are the original 4. There you go. Which, again, I've kept mine. I'm not getting rid of them. I've even had the 4 quads. If you get the 4 quads, you can put them in a big frame, and that's been a video on YouTube. The frames are all back in there now. Get the soundtracks with them. They've all been restored. The nice artworks when they're all out. And again, which one's Prince of Darkness? That one. That was the one we didn't get. So for ages, it was just Slimlines that was delayed. And again, Studio Canal do a good few things like that. But then for this to get released, it'd be Universal. It's cloned. It's like the Steelbooks. These all had a Steelbook, right? And that's what I was talking about before. I didn't opt to go for them Steelbooks then. I was happy enough with these because it cost too much money. And then they all had a Steelbook. Then I eventually got that box set, and then it was French without the 4K discs. But I wasn't bothered because I had them. But then for Universal just to go, right, these are popular, let's clone that. I mean, they're probably somewhere down the rabbit hole that Universal is connected to Studio Canal. Or so it'll all be down to distribution. But there's definitely, again, if they were going to do this with John Carpenter's fucking movies, it'll be bitching. But will they ever do them all? Will, Village of the Damned, will Memoirs of an Invisible Man be released like that? Probably not. You know what I mean? Probably not. Cigarette Burns? Probably not. Starman? I hope not. I'm sorry, Starman's the one I just go, it's the music. Sorry, we'll not get on Starman then. We have no idea what's inside there. But yeah, it was part of that collection. Let's get that collection out of the way. This is the last thing I've got, right? Then I'm going to go find out what's happened to Abraham. I'm going to find out. I'm going to literally spend the fucking rest of the afternoon rendering footage. The ultimate alien terror. John Carpenter's The Thing. Kurt Russell really looking mean as fuck. The complex on fire, and this very small little version of Juice Drews in there. And then Jed the dog on the back underwear. Nice all around colour. And let's have a look inside. Probably hear me going breathing through my nose there. Rocking the new school 18s. Let's have a look. I have no idea. I've avoided all spoilers here. I don't even know what I get. I just pre-ordered everything. So, you get a book. Now that's a fucking book. There's no recycling that shit. Nice glossy book. Nice print. Storyboards. That's really cool. That's different. Script. And the story of the movie. Production notes. That's class. First out the back, that's mint. And now it falls out. Dun dun. Dun dun. Hang on. What's going on here? I'm a little bit confused. I'll get there. Alright, so I'll tell you why I'm confused in a second. Again, I wasn't prepared for this. There's too much creepy cool behind us as well. So you get a nice fold-out poster, which is that way. Which, that will probably go on one of them. If you want one of these frames, they're from Poundland. They're £1. No, it won't fit in them frames. I'll shut up. See you again. Not one again, putting posters in there and going, right, you know, the Hurricane Rain doesn't work in the framing shop no more. What the fuck are you supposed to do? That's a nice mini quad, you know, quad frame poster. There's too much creaking going behind us, like. We get some art cards. Mine. Keep them. So, Frozen Person. Richard Mercer, in question of what's going on. Yeah, so they're pretty cool. Maybe a collage of them. Nicely printed. It's really good. That's a really good photo. You could frame that, and you know what I mean. Someone came around your house, you would fucking know if they were a film fan if they knew what that was. You just think it was your grandparents, and I thought, oh, was that your grandparents in the war or something like that? No, it's the thing. But yeah, so basically we've got the 4K disc, we've got the DVD, and then we've got the thing, the fucking prequel. It's in here, which it almost feels like, why is that in there for? But it's definitely the prequel, and then I don't have it on CD, which is mint. I now have the score digitally. So again, that was really cool. I didn't realise it has. I mean, that's really cool on the back, but it doesn't say it. I mean, it is at the bottom of the box. So I do have a new box set technically, but again, for that not to really... The only fucking problem is that dog running between the scenes. The dog and another end in the should have filmed where the fucking truck, the Caterpillar truck turns up with the fucking burnt out fucking Outpost 31, and you know, you could just have fucking, you know, digital version. You just have Kurt Russell back in the movie, just look. You know what I mean? And then that leaves it open for a third one. Done. Right. I believe that is it. My name is Stephen Mason. This has been Lonely Tree Entertainment. This is the ultimate unboxing. Yes, I do have a cold. This is the first time I've had time since September to look down at this and totally like have a reminiscence over that. That's just ridiculous. It'll not be the last video about the thing because it'll keep on coming. If you look back over the channel, every video I've ever done, it's always went weird and wacky but wonderful. Even like what covers it on Sky Movies, what colours it now on Netflix. It is a holy grail. It's a very expensive holy grail because I think, you know, like when I film the big box VHSs, the Laserdisc, the, say for example, original film posters and all that, you're just talking big money. And I think, you know, it's a movie that, you know, to me personally, gives me a bit of calm, which is scary to think that says that with, you know, why does it give you some calm? And I think like you put it on there and you instantly feel cold, so you're in bed and you feel warm. The music, it's almost like a lullaby if you watch it in that form. And I just, you know, it's just almost perfect movie. You know what I mean? It's perfect, it's timeless. And it still gets discovered now by people, you know, and still it gives people fucking nightmares. But even like, even when the head, the It Part 2, you know what I mean? You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's forever. And John Carpenter as well. Like, it's a shame that John Carpenter, I understand why John Carpenter stopped making movies, and I think John Carpenter's been really focused on his music, especially with Cody. And that's great, and I love how Halloween's had this massive resurgence, and I think the thing could be done again. I just think if they'd left it more open, and I'm talking after the end credits had gone up, you know, and like, okay, you see the dog run into the camp, the gunshot echoes across the bridge between the original movie and that's there, and then her just to the lights. I think that would have been like, you know, because the video game like really went out there, and you know, it's some of that, you know, it's always associated with coldness, but there's so many different things. I mean, there's been loads of comic books, there's been loads of fan stories and stuff like that, but it's it's one of those things that it's just awesome movie. That's why I keep on collecting it. It's probably the biggest one. You'll probably see the Lost Boys is just behind us. Lost Boys, every time. I'm not really interested in the artwork coming out for the fourth one, but I'll buy it because it's there. Predators 1, a cover to cover's been done for Predator, so I wasn't going to bother doing the overlays because it would just be too much frustration. Gremlins is the original. The Goonies, they just keep on bringing these covers out, man. And the fucking Jaws. So yeah. Right, I'm officially done. Thank you very much for watching this all the way through. If you're still watching, I've been Stephen Mason. Thanks for watching. See you in the outtakes.
Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling?
Hello! Right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. First outtake from me before I sit down. This t-shirt does not fit me, but Chris Davies, I've got a t-shirt. Next outtake.
Hello, who goes there? Welcome to the outtakes. Can you see me? Hello? Hello? This much of a thing. And, you know, yes. Light, please, we need light. Light. Hello? Who goes there? It's better. The Ultimate Thing collection. That could be the still for YouTube. But you can have them all across the bottom. Yeah. Anyway, light. Okay, so I'm full of cold. You knew that anyway. I'm really full of cold. Now today, my friend Dave, also known as Eddie. So yeah, don't know what to say. Thank you, Dave, or thank you, Eddie. It's like multiple people, multiple names. I suppose I can't really complain. But it's like Mondo Televec. You never get his name right. His name's John. So yeah, I don't know. So he brought me this bag in today, and I fucking refused to have the bag in my hand and go like this, because the bag has 3 letters on it, and it's one's end of its X and the other one's a C. C is for crime. Don't want nothing to do with that. I'm not saying that these are stolen goods, by the way. I'm just saying I'm not fucking advertising that fucking place on this fucking channel. Okay, so as my cold lingers in my throat, I got given 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, like 5 DVDs. For some reason, 2 of them were like that fucking big and silver. So I'm just gonna go like this into the. I've just knocked the camera. Sorry. And again, I could, you know. So hang on, we'll just move them this way. So there'll be no more knocking. Who goes there? It's Godzilla. This is really starting to bow. The cold is starting to get the best of this. Offer of God, anyway. First up, the Abyss. Wow. So this is pretty cool, actually. It's an import. You know, I mean, you talk about waste of plastic, like, good, but these are nice additions. I think this is the one where there's loads of stuff hidden in the DVD extras and stuff like that, like the trailer to True Lives is on there. 3 discs, James Cameron, complete screenplay, 60-minute documentary. This it's region 1, so I can't even play it. This maybe it's for the collection. Yeah, so The Abyss was one. Wow! Big Trouble in Little China. That obviously goes straight in the collection. Thank you. It's fucking mint. That is fucking outstanding, that. That's cool. Oh, next one up is Jaws. Look at that, it's 3D. That's some sexy shit. Sexy. Get the comic book solely on about my accent again, but that's shiny, shiny one. Then we got a Thing coming. So cool, there's another cover of the Thing. Matt Davies as well was trying to sell me his purple one. Wait, it wasn't, he was teasing and then wasn't going to sell. But look at that. Now it's orange in the UK version, and then it's blue. So why it's orange in the UK, we don't know. And last but not least, what a gift. There's another cover of Tremors. Tremors is getting there. How many covers of Tremors can you have? Yeah, Tremors is getting there. That's orange. Mate, that was Thing. I can't play them because they're American. Right, next outtake.
Oh. Hello and welcome to the ultimate cover rant about the Thing. Now, I haven't got anything ready. It's an outtake, isn't it? The chair. I can't believe I've had this chair 3 months and it's like this. I don't want to be sitting here, I mean... Right, move the chair.
Here's an outtake. This morning I'm looking for the thing. Funny enough, like the thing Steelbook this morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, Carl McSorley and Richard Stedman were like, oh, Amazon's bringing out a new thing Steelbook. Zavi's bringing out one the day before, HMV's got one. I know the thing's coming out again, another copy of the thing, but I'm not going to run around and wait for the thing. I'm looking for the thing right now. I'm just killing this time. Sounds like Aerosmith and Run DMC is going to come through the seal here. But yeah, because I'm going to get 3 different versions of the thing, once they come, I'll sit down and do the ultimate unboxing, because I'll go through every single copy I've got. My nice little seat. But for now, I'm looking for the retro version of the thing. Here's an outtake from the thing video, like months prior to us recording it. You know, just waiting to find out who the thing is. Yeah. Next, absolutely pouring down now, brilliant. Next outtake. Oh, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. But there's another version of it, the slimline box. Might get it when it goes in like 2 for 20 or 2 for 25. Another copy of the thing. I've opted to get Brit's the chair from the library. Well, this is a nice setup, this. That's why I've been putting it off for. Gotta move the entire fucking house around just for one video, and then you're gonna put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Next outtake.
Brand new copy of a thing. Let's have a look at this. Oh no. They've sent me an extra one. Who do I know who could do with another copy of the thing? I'm just going to have to think about this one.
Here's an outtake there. I lent my copy of the thing to Glenn when he did my house, right? He hasn't watched it. Have you not? What? The thing? Where's some copy of the thing?
What?
Where's some copy of the thing? Hey!
Oh, sorry.
There's another copy. Cover of the thing, but it's only for rent. Damn it.
Yeah, but you ain't got that one. And mine's signed by Jock. Never mind.
He's like, the thing. I'm like, gotcha. What thing? Anyway, this conversation went on for a long time, as you can imagine. Turns out he's making a video for the 1982 movie, John Carpenter's The Thing. Anyway, he's a crazy guy. He's got multiple copies of this movie on VHS, DVD, CD, LP, Betamax, Laserdiscs, you name it, he's got it. Almost. Anyway, that's why I'm kitted out like this. You know, I'm creating that sort of cold atmosphere. Steven, why are you making this video now, man? You've had these copies for so long. Why can't you just wait a few more weeks? We're in November now. It is getting cold outside. We will have snow very soon. You could have had some beautiful shots outside. You could have had, it would have been a lot more cinematic. Anyway, next time you want to do one of these videos, call me, man. I'll help out, and, you know, I'll give some good suggestions. Think about it next time, brah. Think about it. Anyway, as I said, he's asked me to contribute because I've got one copy which he has not got, which is this one. It is the Scream Factory alternate cover. Now, I think this was the first time that Scream Factory offered an alternate cover. I happened to be away in the US at the time, so I ordered one. It's, you know, it's the standard edition under that. You know, he'll have that. I'm pretty sure he has. So yeah, beautiful artwork. I mean, I don't think it's super rare or anything. I don't know why he hasn't got it. Maybe he's mental. Anyway, that's it there. The Scream Factory alternate cover release. Beautiful artwork. Very, very nice. No credits on the back. Yeah, you just got a couple of stills from the movie. But it's, yeah, it's nice. You know, I might get the 4K when it's released. But, you know, I'll look at the reviews. I might sell this. Make me an offer, bar. You know, I don't like to have too many copies of the same movie. I've got a couple. Here we go. Total Recall. You know, I've got the odd movie where I've got a couple of copies. So yeah, that's it. The Scream Factory release. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen Monkey Mason, for asking me to be a part of your Thing collection video. Peace out, brother.
The Book of Blood. Page 83 is Jason Miller's artwork. There we go. I was talking to Jason. I tried to get him in the video, but he hates the camera. There's Jason's artwork. And it's pretty cool to like meet Jason at Horrorcon and sign that artwork framed, and for when the book to come to be signed by Jason as well. So yeah, that's an outtake. I absolutely gooned, but yeah, got it right in the end. Next outtake.
It's Slimehouse, and this is the Thing outtake. The video has the Thing, look. The Thing. So there's the Thing, just used. 2 quarters and stuff like that, low pan, even the same. I don't know what Abraham is, but I'm going to play some Day of the Tentacles and get changed, I think. But yeah, next outtake.
Here's an outtake for you, Action Hira. That's it. It's as much as like as the fucking sequel does. As much of the tension of a real dog running between scenes. Yes, yes. Action again, Hira.
Hello, in the outtakes. There you go, the Thing hoodie, changed, modified. Got this at the John Carpenter gig, but the arms were proper short hours. Felt like it had the wrong arms on, so my mum modified it for us. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wear it in summer. But at the moment, never zip it up. Definitely need to use this, don't I? Don't I, Hira? Yes, hiya. Right, next bit of the video. Hello, hello, hello. Is this video ever going to end? Probably not. It's a Thing. I know this isn't the last official outtake. There's some filmed a few weeks ago. 4 race mystery boxes. It's a mystery. It's a Thing. Just want to have a look at this. I haven't bought the bulletin board this yet, but you know, the Terror Takes shape, which is on the original DVD, outtakes, trailer, in the commentary by John Carpenter and Kurt Russell, which is awesome. This is a slim edition. I've never seen the fat edition. I know a lot of people who have came in looking for the fat edition and here have said it got pretty damaged through oversupplies and stuff like that. People looking for the pristine one. When it probably goes in the offer, I'll probably pick it up just to be sitting on the slim, because I think when I've got to look at my collection, Prince of Darkness, because Prince of Darkness came out like that and there was a big hoo-ha, would Prince of Darkness get its big fat box edition, and then it did, and that was quite limited. And then everyone's now still kicking off the fact that they brought them out. But that's the thing, it's like the availability of stuff comes around. I've ranted on the channel loads about Tokar and Razor of the NECA series, and like, right, they'll come out eventually. Look at Spider Gremlin, it's a perfect example of that. So yeah, hopefully like be this, the last outtake, and it's done. It's done. Thanks for watching. See you next outtake.
Right, this video's ending. Even though they've just announced to do another cover of the Thing with a slip cover, it's the same Steelbook with another cover, but there's another cover of the Thing. Fucking stop it. Just fucking stop it. I need to stop it. Stop buying them, Stephen. Well done. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
Who goes there?
The Thing's come in. I'm so happy. Is it Paul Ray approved? It's alright. I mean, that's very nice.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the very end of the video. And this is the ultimate unboxing for The Sting.
The Sting?
Yeah, The Thing. So, I talked about it, maybe's mentioned it. I haven't at this point seen the original footage back. I know I'm sitting at a very similar place. I'm wearing my free get up. The video was meant to be done and it's been put on the back burner so many different times for other projects because either I was waiting for bits and bobs from other people, or there was just no rush to the party. I was already late to like open them up to begin with, and you know, loads of people have done it. So when I decided I wanted to do the unboxing, I wanted to make it just absolutely as fucking wild as possible. Polymorph skits and all kinds of stuff. And I've been delaying it because thanks to Be More Geek, they told me that they'll be getting one of these. Now, I'm over the moon to get that, so thank you very much, Be More Geek, which you've seen before them with a few clips. Shiny as hell. Look at that. Bang! So I don't want to destroy the artwork. It is the ultimate McGreedy. So obviously here, dun, 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 if you open it up, these have been circling around for a while. This is NECA, and obviously if anyone's following the channel for a while knows that fine well that I have collected a few NECA stuff, but I stopped with the whole thing with Tokar and Razor. You know, oh, I got free copies, I got free things, like whatever, you know what I mean? It was like, right, fuck, you know, they do the Gremlins and do the Turtles, but you know, like Carl McSorley has literally bought every other variant of the Turtles collection, and it's looking amazing. And I'm glad I'm tapped out in a way, because it would have cost us a fortune. But then this comes along, and not only is the artwork mint, I mean, I don't even get the Godzilla ones, and there's variants of King Kong, because a lot of people are like, you've got to leave them in the box. No, it's mine. If I want it out the box, it's out the box. Now this will not be the end of the video, because the very end of the video will be me in the other room putting this somewhere. It was originally going to live in the freezer. Everyone was like, what? I was just like, well, you know. But no, it's not going to be in the freezer because Jack Torrance is in there at the moment. So, artwork amazing. Back to the thing. McGreedy brackets Outpost 33 NECA. It's got a couple of scratches in the boxes. It was heartbreaking to see, and a lot of people were top dollar on these, because Walmart has pretty much had a blowout of these at Halloween when they were like $10 or something. It was something stupid. Someone posted a picture, and I sent Carl the picture. Carl was like, well, pick us them up, and I'm like, Carl, it's America. It was just because I had like the dark version of Shredder, Super Shredder and stuff like that. So again, look at that, man. You open it up and it's absolutely cool. So you get different variants of it. You've got 3 different heads. You've got a hat, Kurt Russell's hat. We've got a bottle of drink. Obviously they haven't been able to get the copyright of the drink. A broken lantern, some glasses, and I believe one of the hands actually has blood spurting out of them as in a collection. I'm surprised I haven't got a fire flame with it. Now there is rumours that they're doing more things. There's been a few times I've seen the Movie Maniac stuff for sale, especially at HorrorCon. Was it HorrorCon or For the Love of Horror? I think it was For the Love of Horror. 80 quid, man. Knee way. I was talking to Keith, because he made Dog Soldiers, and he was like, I was talking to him one night, and I was like, you remember when you were meant to give us an action figure, the Dog Soldiers? You never seen how much they are now? And he just looked, he said, fuck me. Like, I was just like, I know. I'm actually still waiting on a Japanese poster from him, but I haven't seen him since obviously this whole lockdown stuff going on. Now I don't really want to damage the box, so I don't know which way to do this. Real toys. So happy to have that knife back in the drawer. Right, okay. I'll deal with that. I'll live with that. Crunch. There we go. That's the box. So get a backdrop of some moody coldness. The guy going past the bike. He doesn't look as attached. Oh man, it's just awesome, this. So he's only just looks a bit attached. So what we'll do a little bit of a jump cut, because our Carl is kicking off everything else. But yeah, we'll get him out the box. And I don't see any blood out of his hand. So I don't know where that was from. I'm sure someone posted a picture of the blood like splitting up, but hey ho. See you in the next bit. That's all just been speeded up, hasn't it? There was no cutting, it was me. I got through it quite quickly, so he's pretty cool. I'm just thinking, like, I'm sure, like, flame frozen lantern, like, come on. Like, how do you want him? So his hat doesn't fit on with the hair. Look at him sitting. So he needs to sit on the stand on the shelf. So, but then does he fit with his glasses on? Which one fits his glasses? Oh, this is quite technical, this. Oh. Yeah. The ultimate McGreedy, the ultimate nightmare. We're not done yet. I've started a display in the other room, but I need a few more materials to finish this up. Plus, it's probably better not to film everything now, just in case I've gooned something, or there needs to be something referenced, you know. But we're getting there. We're almost complete. We're almost complete. Next bit of the video. Here's an outtake for the Thing video. The Thing video I filmed this morning. I was like, yeah, I might need some snow. It started to fucking snow. They couldn't have planned that. Like, biblical weather. John Carpenter's Go to Mars playing in the background. But yeah, biblical fucking snowing outside. Couldn't have planned that at all. Next outtake. Who goes there? Right, so I've had an idea, and this could be disastrous, but it's my idea. So, get ready for the next jump cut. It's a really good idea, or a really bad idea. I didn't think about that. Christ. So that's the Thing shelf. Snowy down there. I've chose wisely. I mean, they're all super special editions in the corner. I don't really need any of them down there. They're just there for the crack. And I'm never going to make another Thing video. I don't think. What have you made? Mine? Do you want some? No. I really don't want a bite of that. Why not? Looks nice. Oh, yeah, I can eat that. It's perfectly fine. Hello? Hi, Colin. What do you mean there's another figure of the Thing? Wasn't Kurt Russell or... What? There's another one with a flamethrower. Why isn't it like Keith David with the flamethrower? No, I'm not buying it. I've already bought one. I finished the video. Well, I'm trying to finish the video anyway. No. Like, you need to stop. Like, you need to stop. It's pop vinyls and NECA figures. If you got Toka and Razor, that would have been a completely different story, man. Like, I'll stop coming in. I literally, be more geek, be more void. And I thank you for everything you've done, but no, the rest of you can no, nah. Nah. Goodbye. That's him. That's him right there. He keeps messaging me and says there's more things. I'm not buying any more things. No. 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 Do I buy it? No. Do I buy it? Buy what? The Thing NECA figure? Well, we're just talking about why you were in the room, Mark.
It's up to you.
Oh, don't do that.
Do you want it?
No, well, not really.
So then don't buy it if you don't want it.
I'm not buying it.
Well, you know,
I'm not buying it.
It is
bad influences. You, Paul, and Casper can all go in. You can go in.
Got no money.
Here's an outtake for the Thing video. I've been invaded. There, look, he's up there. Not buying the other one though. Nope, nope, not at all. Hello, welcome to almost the end. There's going to be a couple more clips that might make sense and might not make. I don't even know when this makes sense. So you've seen me on the phone to be more geek, as there was a McGreedy, a flamethrower then, and there's going to be a few clips of me asking the lads and all that, just to wrap this up because I filmed it in October. It's now like 4 months later. But then, you know, guess what? Carl went out and bought him. So yeah, this video is going to end because I'm ending it now. It's never going to end if I don't end it now. Like, I'm knackered. Thanks for watching this. Goodbye for now.
Hello, this is the very end of the video. I'm still burning stuff months later. Bye for now. Among us. One of us isn't who they're meant to be. Goodbye for now.